Hi everyone, Dr. Cindy here from drcindycourt.com, and I want to introduce you to the science and art of iridology. Now, iridology is looking at the colored part of your eye, the iris, and seeing what's going on in the entire body. Now, why do I say it's an art? Because to me, the iris really is a work of art. When you look at it, the patterns that it shows by the hills, the valleys, the lights, the shadows, all of that, it really is just gorgeous to look at, artistically speaking. But it also tells us quite a bit of what's going on inside the body. Now, many of you don't know this, but when the egg and the sperm unite, the first thing that forms is what we call the primitive gut tube. And out of that, the very first things that form from that are the eyes. The little outpouching of the eyes. I'm sure that you've all looked at developing fetus, and it looks kind of like a little tadpole. Well, because the eyes are one of the first organs to develop, pretty much everything that occurs inside the body can be seen as a reflex in the iris of the eye. So some people talk about iridology as reflexology of the eye. I'm sure that you've heard of reflexology. It's a Chinese art of manipulating or touching different parts of the feet. Each part of the foot corresponds to a different part of the body. Same as with chiropractic and acupuncture. All right, with chiropractic, you can adjust different parts of the spine, and that will innervate different parts of the body. In acupuncture, they use needles to innervate different channels, energy channels. So all of these things are similar in function. Now, the one good thing about the iris is that we can look at it with a bright light and a magnifying glass, and we can see the different areas of your bodies that are being overly innervated or underly innervated, so to speak. Now, iridology is not a method to diagnose any specific illness in your body. And if someone tells you that, I would be very wary. What iridology does do is tells you which areas of your body are weak, inherently weak. Now, we inherit traits from our mothers, our fathers, their mothers, their fathers, their mothers, their fathers, going generations back. So we can see all of these weaknesses that we've inherited from generations back showing up in the iris. Now, just because you may have an area of weakness showing up in the iris doesn't necessarily mean that you're sick or that that part of your body is going to develop a sickness. What it does tell us is that that particular part of the body has an inherent weakness, so you've inherited a weak spot. And if you don't take care of yourself, watch your diet, take care of your health, then that later on could develop into a degenerative issue. So that's what we use iridology for, to see those areas of the eye that could cause you issues further down the line, and those that are actually causing you issues in the here and now, and work on those to strengthen them so that later on you don't develop any degenerative issues. Okay? Now, obviously it's a little bit more complex than I'm explaining to you, but that pretty much is the gist of it. Alright? So send me an email, info@drcindycourt.com, and we can discuss how you can get your iridology reading. All right? Great. Have a good day.